Hello, this is Ronnie. I'm back here with a clip taken from a long video that I just finished to record for my subscribers. I'm leaving the option for my services at 50% off for the first year open, and I'll be providing further details after the clip ends. So if you're interested, please stay on. I'll be talking to you again at the end of the clip. I would like you also to read carefully the disclaimer that I'm going to put up now, so that it is clear to you before you go ahead and watch the video. This is just a standard thing. This is the chart of the XAU, the index XAU. I told you, while I don't have a precise wave count for you for what transpired since this spot, I do find the movement up very encouraging, and I suggested we could treat this as a 1, 2, 3, and that's a fourth wave, and it looks like it's finding a base here, which is great. So if we see further insider days around here, let's say another 2 sessions or so, I think we can gear ourselves for a continuous run in this very, very important index. Okay, so all in all, that looks on track. Now this is the weekly. That looks on track to take us higher. It punched through this level. It is constructive. Yes, the movement is constructive. I think it's on its way in the next several weeks to eventually top 165.59 and go on its way to deliver really a great movement upwards. Okay, we got here silver. That's the daily. I like the idea that silver finished first leg up, which terminated here. I cannot really use this as a 1, 2, 3, 4. You see, dive too much into the territory of the first. They assumed first, so we have to drop this assumption. I think we should work with this being 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, done. Okay, so we are now looking at the correction essentially to everything that happened in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 weeks. And that's not enough of a correction, which leads you to think that even if it goes a bit higher, it's unlikely to launch into an impulse wave unless we have here an extension of the fifth wave. Okay, it's not impossible, where you're going to have to work with this. Either you leave the fourth wave here and that's a 1, 2, and that's going to be a 3, 4, 5. Seems to me a bit strange, but that is a possibility. The other alternative is that this is your 4. Yes, that your 4 ended here, and that's a 1, 2, and you're going for 1, 3, 4, 5 like that. In that case, silver almost certainly will shoot towards 30. Okay, easily, yeah, 30, even 31. But right now, my preferred reading is that silver gave what it had to give for this phase of the move up, and it needs time to correct. We have seen a nice inverse head and shoulders here, nothing terribly precise in terms of engineering precision. Shoulder, head, shoulder, breakout, come back, check the breakout level. Do you see? So we are doing fine. This is the 21, that's the 10, 50 turning up, 200 largely pointing up. Everything is working for silver. The ingredient that we need to inject here is patience. We need patience. We need to give it time, the time that it needs to consolidate sorry, and eventually take us quite a lot higher. Now, what you see here is an interpretation that tries to account for every wiggle here. This is an ABC, which is an X, ABC. Yes, complex. Well, what else can you do with it? What else? There's not much else that I can do with it. There are no 5 waves here. It is evidently a jumble of ABCs here, and I decided to take it in this way. That does not mean this is the only way in which you can subdivide and slice this market. There could be others, but this gives us some sort of sense of the pattern, that we are in a corrective pattern. Yes, it's an important distinction. We are in a corrective pattern, which means that the main trend that was established before, that we take as a 5-wave run, is the main trend for us now, okay, in the dimension that we are working with. So silver going up there, great, but as I told you, I don't think we're going to have a huge breakout above this level. I would imagine anything like that is perfect stuff for silver for the next several days, maybe even for the next 2 weeks. Okay, this is gold, that's spot gold price in US dollar 60-minute scale. We have 2 alternatives that I touched on yesterday, and I told you we don't know really where the entire move that started here ended. We don't quite know that. If we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, it's very possible that there is one more push coming, slight push above this level. Or if the 4th wave ended here, it may have actually found an end already here, and what we are doing is what we are doing in silver, or we are actually in a correction. That would suggest that gold does not have a lot of room to run on the upside in the immediate future. It seems to be also capped by the 200. You can see the 200 moving average right here, and you can see the influence so far. Yeah, you can see the 10 coming up, pushing it higher. That's the 21, here's the 50. We have a good situation developing in gold, but I have my doubts that it is ready to zoom straight up. Of course, I could be wrong. A sharp drop in the DX today could pave the way for a push higher. I wouldn't rush to be a buyer at this point. I would feel much more comfortable to be a buyer after a period of consolidation while the entire movement remains intact. Yes, right now what could happen, we could have a spike above this level and then it sinks. It sinks. Well, it just goes to correct. You see, you get a jump above this level and then it sinks. It goes like that. I wouldn't like to get stuck with the futures contract here. Do you see? That's why for now I don't see a very compelling setup in the case of gold. My website, the homepage is right here. It's Wave Mastery, www.wavemastery.com. Yeah, wavemastery in one word.com. That takes you to the homepage. You can scroll down, look through some things that I've written here, some recommendations from past users and current users, and that is essentially the offer currently open only to first-time subscribers. Okay, so there is the daily service, daily videos that are preceded by a trial, so you can take the trial for 1 week, and at the end of that, if you're happy, you do nothing, you go on to the plan of half price. Essentially 79 presents half price of the normal price, and that will be good for 1 year. That means 12 payments of 79. If you want to watch just the weekend videos, then you go for this one, and it does give you access to the weekend videos, and I often also insert a video as a bonus midweek, just to keep you on track, to see a little bit where things are moving, because sometimes 1 week of full price action is a lot and the wave count can change, especially if you're a short-term trader. You really want to know what's happening. So that is essentially the situation. If you decide to go, for example, for the daily videos, you click here, it takes you to the page where it explains to you, you should read that. It explains to you what what is covered, etc., etc. If you like what you read, you click here, subscribe. It takes you to PayPal, because my paying system is through PayPal, and you pay through PayPal. You can see you have the trial at $9.99. That's for the first 7 days. As I said, if you like what you see, do nothing. It just goes automatically. If you don't like, you can cancel. Or if you don't know how to cancel, or you have any doubt, you have any question, you can write to me, of course. Once you go through and you pay, you come back, PayPal will send you back to my website to fill in your profile details, choose your login, and once you do that, you will be led automatically to the page with the links to the various videos classified by date. If at any point in time in this process you have a problem, things are not going as I'm describing to you right now, all you have to do is just contact me and I'll help you out. That is essentially it. So you'll have 1 week to look at things. I would like to just spend a minute about the website itself. I have written here a few articles. Is this website for me? You can go through that one. Psychology and trading, trading and the arts, why join? Yes, each of these articles could perhaps help you to see how to relate to my website, but there is no substitute, in my opinion, to actually take a trial. You know, you take a trial, and I want to say another thing. You take a trial and you can't make up your mind. You want more time to think. Fine, I understand that. Then you cancel, but then you're not allowed to take another trial. Please, I want to be very clear about that. There are people who abuse this, and it's really not right. You're not allowed to take more than one trial, okay? A trial is a trial. But if you're interested, after you take a trial, you're interested to come back, you can still benefit from the low price for the next full year. But you have to write to me, and then I will send you a special link without a trial. And if you join, then you're going to go immediately onto the reduced price plan for 12 months. Okay? If you take another trial after you took already one, I am going to have to cancel that and refund you. And if you do that 2 or 3 times, I'm just going to blacklist you, because there are people who have been doing it, and I'm afraid this is really absolutely not right. This is subscribe here. Use subscription. Once you are logged in, you will see this one highlighting you daily service videos or weekend service videos. Yeah, it will show which one you really have the right to access. The daily service videos, to be very clear, they cover the weekend service videos. Okay, so you don't have to subscribe to both. The daily covers everything I do. The weekend, of course, is more selective. Now, I have here resources. There are chart galleries right here. Chart 1, 2, 3. There are plenty of charts here that give you an idea how I go about subdividing various market action here. There I covered a lot of markets, and you can see there is history here that could be very interesting for you to just go through. Let's see, platinum, for example. Yes, that's 1973 to 1978. If you click right on top where it shows you the hand, the chart opens up big. You can print it if you like. Here's an example of platinum, April 1980. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the huge correction that followed after that. So there is plenty for you, whichever market you're interested in, the financials, commodities, precious metals, etc. Okay, so that's chart galleries. Then useful links, as the name implies. Yes, recommended reading list. You have a long list of books here that I've read over the years that I found very interesting. Of course, I have many more books that I would like to add. It's just a question of time. I don't always have time to update this one. But the books that you find here did help me in the beginning, and still. The information here is very valuable in these books. For example, Kroll. I don't know how many of you heard about Stanley Kroll. Stanley Kroll was a really imaginative fellow trader. that wrote very well about his own trading and in trading in general. I learned a lot from these books. And of course, if you haven't heard about Reminiscence of a Stock Operator, you should get this book and read it. You will not regret. This is a book that most traders, I think, have come across and read. It is very, very interesting. And as you go down the list, you will see if there are things that are of interest to you. Of course, go ahead, get them. Some of them are even available online for free as a PDF. Check that. If you have questions about that, you can even contact me. Here's the contact us, and you put your name. Please make sure you give me the right email address. Message, simple maths, submit, I get it. You'll hear from me. I'm based in Belgium, so if you write to me from Australia or from the US and I'm having my rest, do not be surprised if I don't react quickly, okay? Normally within a day you will have a reply from me. I check my email fairly regularly. So that's about it. Hope to see you visiting my website. Hope to see you taking a trial. If you have any questions, again, don't hesitate. Get in touch with me, and wishing you great trading week. Bye now.